So I've been getting some questions lately about how well my hook knife sharpening kits work. I call them sharpening sticks for lack of a better term. So I figured I'd do a quick overview of how well they work and my method for achieving a good cutting edge. Basically, I turn my seat around on my spoon mule here. I have a 3.5-inch vise mounted to it with magnetic rubberized jaws, and I will take whatever hook knife I'm trying to sharpen, pop that in the vise, tighten it down, and depending on where I think this is at, sharpness wise, I'll decide where to start. Very seldom will you have to start at the 600 grit or even the 1000 sometimes. I usually like to start with 1500. And keeping this level the whole time. You don't want this teetering back and forth, so I keep my fingers relatively tight on the dowel. You want to make a motion towards the tip and towards the cutting edge, all in the same action. And there's no set number that you need to do this number of times. Just kind of until you feel like you've erased those micro dings in the cutting edge or little chips that you might have or imperfections. That's all you're trying to do. We're not trying to take away a bunch of material here. So just keep moving from the handle end all the way to the tip in one fluid motion, all while moving towards the cutting edge. Maintaining that levelness the whole time. Once you think you might be done with that one, you move on to a higher grit and a higher grit until you're done. This one's 2000. This is my final grit before I strap. And there seems to be a lot of mystery around how to properly sharpen a hook knife and achieve really good clean results with it. And to be honest, I mean, I felt that way in the beginning too, but once I realized that I didn't have to hold the hook in my hand and it gave me two hands to sharpen with instead of one, it was a total game changer. So once I feel like that's where I want it to be, all the way across the edge, and this feels pretty good to me, I will move on to this double-sided strap that I got from Spoon Carving with Tom. He's also on Instagram as Spoon Carving with Tom, as well as YouTube. His name's Tom Scandian. He's a great gentleman. He's got some really articulate ways of explaining the basics of carving, the more advanced side of carving, and he makes some really good stuff too, like these strop sticks, for example. So making that same motion from handle to tip, all while pushing towards the cutting edge and maintaining, you know, level on the face here. You just want to keep strapping until it's pretty much a mirror finish. Sometimes I will give a twisting motion as I'm coming up, twist towards myself. And then I'll flip around and use the finer strap here to finish her off. And because sharpening and stropping does raise a wire edge on your tools, I will give just a quick strap around the edge here to clean that up, and then one final strap on the inside bevel. Nothing big, just a couple. I'm not sure if you're picking up how shiny that is. And shiny doesn't always mean sharp, so let's let it speak for itself. I got this crabapple scoop that's been drying a couple days, and we all know how varieties of apple, how hard they can get. when they dry. Cuts with no trouble at all. And you can hopefully see the difference here. I don't know if that'll pick up how shiny it is compared to maybe the outside of the rim here. But that's the kind of finish you're looking for in a finished spoon. And this is what I use to achieve it. Thanks for watching, guys.